Hey guys! So I'm here to do a quick, well not really quick, but a makeup tutorial. I did like a really light, I guess, metallic pink with some brown tones on the crease, and I'm using my BHCosmetics neutral palette for this look. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, go ahead and keep watching. So I'm going to kind of do this as a walkthrough if possible, see if I can get through the whole thing. I've already cleansed, toned, and primed my face with Too Faced Primer Poreless. Yeah, Poreless. And now I'm about to go in with my foundation, which is the Makeup Forever HD foundation, which looks like that. And the color I'm in, it's going to be number 127. And I like to just kind of buff that in with this brush. I do like to use also my, which ones are they? My Sigma brushes, my Sigma foundation brushes, which get the job done as well. But here lately I've been reaching out towards this one anyhow. It seems to be a whole lot softer, not as dense, so it kind of distributes the product out a little bit more evenly, which I've kind of noticed. But nonetheless, I know the Sigma brushes do wonders as well. And I just like to buff that in. It's from Dermablend. I'm not sure if the camera is capturing that. And I'm just going to kind of put this underneath my eyes. So I would show you my MAC skin finish, which looks like that, but right now I actually dropped it a long time ago, and it's nothing but like little bitty pieces. You can kind of see right there. Yeah, so I definitely still gonna get the use out of this. Nonetheless, it's just I can't really put it in my purse anymore like I used to, but it still gets the job done. And I'm just going over and buffing that into my concealer and my foundation to help set it. This is not necessarily my normal foundation routine. I do use a lot of different foundations because I like, I don't know, I get bored off of using one in particular all the time, so I change them up a lot. I have quite a few foundations, and just depending on how I feel that day, I'll put on, you know, certain ones. I will say this, my MAC foundations that I've discovered recently, which is like I think the MAC Pro Longwear. There's a MAC Match Master, I think, and then also the original MAC Studio Fix Plus, I believe it is. Those I prefer by far for my foundations. It's just I don't use them all the time because I prefer to use them whenever like I'm out, going out, you know, to a club or just going out with my friends because I just like the color payoff that it gives. I mean, beautiful color payoff, and I've noticed that in my pictures when I take photos of myself or my friends, when I'm wearing the MAC foundations, it always looks the best. It conceals really nicely, lasts a long time. The majority of my colors on my shadows from the BHCosmetics, the recent palette that I got, and I hauled this on my last video. And it's basically just a 28 color palette, all neutral shadows. Looks like that. And I'm going to use that as my base kind of eyelid primer. I find these to work best with my finger. I do know a lot of people like to use the brushes. That's fine as well, but for me, my preference, I like to use my finger a lot of the times for this. I'm going to distribute that all on my bottom lid. And this is a really gorgeous color. It's really subtle, actually, with a little bit of pink in it. Go on the other side and do the same. I'm going to go in with a really light colored brown on the palette, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be this one right here. So if you have MAC soft brown, it's basically the same color. Yeah, it's basically the same color. So I'm going to go into that with my with my fluffy brush and just kind of put that on my crease and blend that out really nice. Wow, it looks a lot like soft brown. It's crazy. Well, it's not crazy, but that's kind of cool to know. I use soft brown a lot in most of my eyeshadow routine. The fluffy brush that I'm using is one from Sonia Kashuk, and I picked up that at Target, and I like it a lot actually. And I'm gonna go with this one right here, which is next to the black. So if that kind of helps you guys, if you happen to get the same palette, it's gonna be the brown, the darker brown color right here next to the black on the bottom row. That one looks like it would be probably similar to Swiss Chocolate, if not Embark. Embark actually looks like it's the one on top of that, from MAC, by the way. But yeah, this one kind of probably going to resemble Swiss Chocolate, which sounds yummy right now. I'm going to have to go pick me up a freaking coffee. And I'm just kind of putting this on my outer corner of my eye. And just kind of more like right in the cut crease area. And just blending it out with the other ones. Yeah, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. See how light this eye is, and then how that one's starting to kind of have a shade in the outer V. Oh, this brush that I'm using right here, it's one that I recently got. If you saw my haul, if not, I'll link it down below. My recent haul that I posted. This is something I picked up from theBalm. One of their brushes, and this one's like, I think this one's called, yeah, Give Crease a Chance. Yeah. I really, really like this. This brush right here, it works amazing for the crease. And just blending out in general. Bands make a dance. Bands make a dance. On the other side now. So you can definitely tell a difference from what I was doing, or from the other eye. These are really pretty colors. Gosh, I'm going to have to take some pictures just to show you how beautiful they are. Because it's hard to tell with all the lighting. Because it's so bright. It's washing out the color a lot. But in person, they look pretty. This one, but this is a lot lighter. And I'm just going to put a little bit of product on my brush and blend the heck out of my crease. Which is not really needed, but you know. Just to be sure you don't want no harsh lines or anything showing. That's the key to having really pretty, sultry shadows is the blending process. You want to be sure to blend out your colors really, really nicely and evenly so you don't see where one starts and one ends. They just blend in really nicely together. I'm going to go in with some eyeliner on my top lash area. And the one I've been using lately is Loreal Carbon Black Lineur Intense. Looks like this. I'm going to go in first with my Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes. And I kind of like to just put this one on first. I go over a second time with my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black, and this is my holy grail mascara. Oh my god, I don't think I'll ever stray from this mascara, legitly, because it does wonders for my lashes. To Sephora, and a friend of mine works there. She's so sweet. Natalie, if you're watching this, hi! But she gave me a sample of their Sephora mascara, and I'll call it out to you in a minute. And I use that as my last step just to kind of help separate. There's something about that mascara that, oh my gosh, that looks amazing on my lashes. Sephora Outrageous Volume, Dramatic Volume Mascara. This is just a little sample from Sephora. And I believe this is the color Blackest Black, or the blackest one they have. But this one I use mainly to kind of help separate, but it just does amazing for my lashes. It's crazy. And I go in my third time with this one, just to kind of help separate and also place them where I want them to be. The Tarte Light Camera Lashes, I like to use this on my bottom lashes. That's why I had to go back and pick up the full size, because the brush and how little it was, I liked it for my lower lash line. And yeah, I'll just add that in real quick. To contour a little bit, just to kind of give it more definition, I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer, and this is from Benefit. This is just a little sample size. Has lasted me a really long time. I mean, as you can see, like, I still have a ton of product in there. And this I'm just going to go in and contour my cheeks. I'm going to also use the blush palette that I received recently. It's the 10 color palette, blush palette from BHCosmetics. I think the color I'm going to go in with is going to be a subtle pink lavender. I'm going to kind of mix these two together. This one's going to be more of a lavender pink, and this one's going to be a really bright pink as well. I'm going to go ahead and do my lips really quick. The liner that I'm using is one from Essence, and it's called Cute Pink, and it looks like that. Really inexpensive, and you can find Essence at most HEBs. I went ahead and kind of lined the majority of my lips with that. And then I'm going to go in with this super bright pink from Wet n Wild. This is called Dollhouse Pink number 967. And it looks like this. As you can see, it's like super pink, super bright. And just to kind of top it off with a little bit of gloss, I am using these are the Maybelline Color Whispers, and this is the only one I picked up so far. I do really like these, but they're similar to a balm, and I have a ton of the Revlon ones already, so I was just like, I'm not going to duplicate all of them. But this one's the number 70. It's called Faint for Fuchsia. Looks like that, and since they're kind of like a ball form, I like to use it as like a gloss over the other lipstick, just to give it more slick. If you're familiar with Wet n Wild lipsticks, they're very matte and almost drying to the lip, but when you use it with a gloss or like just like a balm over, it'll last you all day. No big. So there's the completed look. I'll take a few pictures for you guys and kind of post them at the end of the video, so that way you can kind of have like a full-on effect of the colors that I did. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!
Bring the action.
When you have this in the club, you're gonna turn the shit up. You're gonna turn the shit up. You're gonna turn the shit up. When we up in the club, all eyes on us. All eyes on us. All eyes on us. See the boys in the club, they watching us. They watching us. They watching us. Everybody in the club, all eyes on us. All eyes on us. All eyes on us.